Uh-oh, here we go.
Okay.
That's what it says.
Okay.
So, redirecting you to live stream. Woohoo! Hopefully this works. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Spicy Divorce Party Planner TV show. I'm your host, Spice, and today I'm here with my lovely co-host, Delia.
Hello.
And we have a special guest by the name of Ruby Russell. She is joining us from Nevada. Welcome in, you guys.
Thank you.
Wednesday. Thank you for joining. So let me give you
for
the
inviting me.
No, thank you for showing up, you guys.
Yeah.
This is a live interview, you guys. So bear with the technical issues. Thank you, everyone who's watching on Facebook, YouTube, and all the other social media platforms. It's always a challenge getting on here. So we have Ruby Russell. She is an entrepreneur and she is the inventor of StayPut Bedsheet. And so we have a lot of questions for Ruby Russell.
I'm ready.
Okay, let's do this. So Ruby, what kind of entrepreneurs were your parents?
My dad and mom owned a cotton gin back in Mississippi. And the neighborhood grocery store.
Nice.
And then the neighborhood bean grater. They were just totally entrepreneurs. Both my parents were.
I love that. So you said they owned like a grocery store?
Yes.
And then you said cotton, is that what you said?
No, actually it was a bean grater. All of the people in the neighborhood that would grow green beans, they would bring them to my parents' farm and they would grade them, the different good or bad or in between.
Mm-hmm. And what was the first thing you listed? I think you said they did 3 different businesses. Am I correct?
Well, they had a grocery store.
Okay. Grocery store and then beans. That's fantastic because a lot of people we know, they have not been that successful in creating any businesses. So that's amazing. I love to hear stories like that.
Yeah, and when they moved to California, they became real estate owners. So they were always entrepreneurs.
Oh, that's amazing. That is super amazing. Like,
and I got the bug.
Okay, I love it. So Delia, you're welcome to join in and ask any questions you have as well. Yes. And the people that are watching, you guys are welcome to leave comments in the comment section and we'll respond to them as well.
Yes, I do have some questions for all the entrepreneurs out there that are watching. Where did you get the idea and how did you go about, who did you contact about telling your idea also?
I got my idea when my partner injured his back and found it difficult to make the bed. There's nobody in the world that hates make a bed more than I do. So I had to come up with an idea. Mm-hmm. I came up with a top sheet called StayPut. And it stays put no matter how much you toss and turn.
And I think Delia was expanding. I think you wanted to know, like, who did you tell about your idea? Is that what you're asking, Delia?
Who did you contact to let somebody know about this idea? How did you go about this?
Well, it was just me and my partner together. He was an entrepreneur long before me. We've both been entrepreneurs. Because of there's a 23-year age difference. Oh. So it was his idea to just put everything together and we've been working at it. Just the two of us.
That's fantastic. That's wonderful. Being on the same page like that.
Mm-hmm. Now, I understand before you were married, how long were you married for?
32 years.
Oh my God. gosh.
Long time. Bless
That's
your
a
heart.
super long time.
Mine was 29. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I don't know how you guys did it. Lord help you.
Love, dedication, things
Okay,
that people lack nowadays.
that's
Oh,
true.
oh, no.
We're ready to turn you in really quick and get on to the next one.
I have love and dedication, but forget marriage ever again.
Amen. I
My
hear you.
my boyfriend, who is
I'm
23 years
great.
older than me, asked me to marry him. And I said, for what?
Mm, okay.
Yeah.
I agree with her.
I
Okay.
really do think people should get married if they're having children. But if you're not going to have children, or if you have grown children, which both of us do, there's no reason to tie the knot.
Okay.
Besides, I wouldn't want to marry him. He's my best friend, and I wouldn't want to ruin it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that's an interesting way to look at it. See,
Yeah.
all singles and divorcees, are you listening to her? She's on the same page as you guys.
Like it.
So why did you decide to get divorced?
I was living in California. I had a beautiful home. We were doing very well financially, but I was miserable. The night and I followed Princess Diana. The night that she got killed, I was just so heartbroken.
Wow.
But it made me think of how my life was going. And I decided that night that I wasn't going to be miserable anymore.
Mm.
So the next day I told my husband, and he said, I told him that I was thinking about leaving. So didn't know at the time he was having an affair. So it was okay for me to leave.
Oh, he was.
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Okay.
I was going to school, and it was like every time I'd go to school, he'd have an affair. So
Oh
anyways,
my gosh. Yeah.
I just decided to leave. I cried for 9 hours from where I was living to where I am now, but I've never cried since.
Oh wow. You're
Yeah, life is good.
amazing. You're hardcore.
Love it.
That's a
Strong
true
woman.
soldier. She cried her tears and then she
Strong.
moved on. Yeah, that's
Oh, yeah.
good for you. How did you find out? Did you find out like when you moved or years later that he was having an affair?
I knew something was wrong.
Okay.
We had a huge home. I'd moved to the other end of the house, and we could go a week without seeing each other.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
But then he would try, he was just unhappy.
Mhm.
I was going to school. He didn't like that. So
Mm. Are you guys friends now?
no,
Okay.
we
I
have
thought I'd
we have two wonderful children.
Okay.
Yeah. They're in their 46 and 42.
Okay, so they're close to
Okay.
my age. I'm 47.
So is this like you guys grew apart?
No.
Doing your own thing? No.
I am very glad I married him, but I wish I had left him 10 years earlier, because then it became bad.
Mm.
And I said, when my daughter was moving, I was going to move too. So she left, and 3 weeks later I did too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But
That's
I
what
let
I'm
her get
saying.
18 first.
It was
Yeah, some people do that. My aunt did the same thing. She waited till her child was grown.
time. Really? Yeah.
Seriously, raise those kids together and then be gone afterwards.
You feel less of the burden and all that.
That's true.
I wouldn't do it that way again. That was 10 years of my life that I could have been really happy, but things work out,
Yeah. Do it what we need to do. Yeah.
Yeah. Did
Yeah,
you guys
they
hear
were-
that? She said she would not do that again. She would have took off earlier. I say the same thing now too. I did 10 years too. I'm like, I should have left a long time ago.
Mother, it's the way sometimes we're raised.
Yeah. Religion plays a big part in that too. They try to make you stay with one person, and then sometimes you're just miserable. So
that was my parents, they
Yeah.
didn't believe in divorce.
yeah, see. And some countries, they still don't allow divorce, like in the Philippines.
Wow, that's terrible.
Yes. Yeah.
So what gave you strength in your divorce?
Well, I think I've always been independent, and my husband really resented that.
Mm,
And I've always had a goal. You know, I always make a vision board
I
as to
do.
what I want to achieve,
amen.
and then I go for it. You know, I started my company almost 9 years ago, and I'm still not there yet, but I'm not going to give up because
Right.
Yeah,
persistence, perseverance.
I believe it.
Amen.
Yes.
I
Yep.
love it.
We just got a gem from you. The vision board. If you guys do not have one, it's always good to have one.
I have one.
I
Yeah.
was supposed to do one online before. I think I'll do that.
I don't
You
have
can write down my goals though.
house, car, money.
Mhm.
that.
It really gives you a path to follow.
It comes true a lot of times.
Very true. I agree.
Manifestation, you know, you just manifest it.
Yeah.
You know, my first real vision board was when I purchased my house 22 years ago.
Mhm.
It had no landscaping whatsoever. And I found this magazine page in Home and Garden,
Mhm.
and I put it up on my vision board, and then I started working with that.
Yeah.
And my house has surpassed what I had envisioned 22 years ago.
Isn't that amazing? Oprah has a similar
A lot of
story like that too. Like she said
Lot
that
of-
her dreams are superseded what she could even imagine. So that's amazing.
And if you're going to dream big. Don't
Amen.
waste your time with small dreams.
dream
That's
big.
right. That's right. We totally agree with you.
I know I'm dreaming too big right now, but my
So-
dreams are coming true.
Yeah, we see you. We see it. You're living proof of that.
I love it.
Now, another amazing thing about Ruby, she was attending college when she was 54. Is that correct?
I graduated when I was 54.
You graduated when you're 54. Did you have any struggles doing that?
Oh my God. Every algebra problem I ever did, it took me a couple of hours to get one problem done.
Mm,
But when I got it right, wow, that was a good feeling.
okay.
But then I got to the point where I said, if I don't pass this class, I'm just not going to graduate. But I did.
Okay. That's amazing. Yeah, because a lot of us, like, we give up on school, like, after 30s. I know a lot of my friends are like, I'm done with school. So that's amazing that you went back to college. That's inspirational.
You know, I was inspired by a lady that graduated from Harvard when she was 89 years old.
Woo!
If I hadn't started my company, I'd still be in school. I love going to school. I went to school for about 25 years.
Yeah, I understand. I do the same thing. I take a whole bunch of classes too.
Yeah.
Have multiple degrees and I keep going back. It's good to keep learning.
If you don't use it, you lose it.
That's so true. I think I've lost half of it already. No. Overload. Okay. How did you come up with the idea to patent your bedspread?
It was my partner. He has several patents. He's 94.
Wow.
So he 94. He
Wow.
he has his patent as part of the transistor radio.
Bless
you-
his heart.
Nobody remembers that anymore.
I do.
Yeah. So he was working for this company and he has 3 patents. And so when I came up with the idea of the sheet, we tried it out to make sure that it worked. And after a couple of years, he says, we need to patent this. And we did.
Wow.
And then several months later, I had eye surgery that left me blind in my left eye. So then I invented befitted bedding.
Okay.
Which is an easy to make duvet cover.
Are you still blind in your eye?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'll be forever blind.
Okay.
But then led me to research the challenges that the blind have when they're making a bed. And so I've changed every single thing on the bed, from the bedspread, the duvet cover, the blankets, everything. Even the fitted sheet, I didn't change it. I just made it so that the label is in the right place, so you never get it wrong again. You know how you get the short end and the long end wrong? My fitted sheet, you won't get it wrong anymore because the label is in the foot of the bed and it's larger than the traditional label. So you can't get that wrong.
Nice. Yeah, we can't wait to see your bed sheets in person. It's nice to look at them in this video, but it'll be cool to like check them out in person. Are they available in stores right now?
No, they're not. We're in the process of, we've got all of our designs. What happened was we launched our website March 10th, which was my mother's birthday, 2020. That was the day that the world shut down. The stock market went down about 3,000 points. And so we had to just take a pause. And so now we're back up and running. We will have products on our website this fall. We're getting our website redesigned right now.
Awesome. We need to talk about that too, because I need someone to help me with my website. That's one of my issues I'm having right now.
Oh, I know a girl that's perfect for that.
Okay.
I will give you her information.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Too.
She's actually, you were saying something about the Philippines earlier.
My grandfather's from the Philippines.
Really?
And then, yeah.
She's in the Philippines, and I've been working with her for a couple of years. She's really good.
Nice. Yeah, I've been meeting a lot of people that are associated with the Philippines lately. So I've been wanting to visit for a while. So I think it's time for me to go pretty soon to go visit.
Oh, is your grandfather still alive?
No, he's passed away when I was like 3 or 4. He's been gone for ages. He was in World War II. So that's how old. Yeah, a long time ago. But yes, I would love. You should
still go.
Yeah, I definitely want to go. That's definitely one of the things I want to do. Now, my next question is: have you tried selling your bed sheet to the hospitals yet?
I'm actually in the process of licensing our designs to a company that he has antimicrobiotic solution that will go into the bedding that will keep it from stinking and fight off viruses.
Okay.
So our bedding is going to be 93% Egyptian cotton and 7% of this antimicro.
That's fantastic.
Solution. And he's taking our products into the hospitality, assistant living, and hospitals. Yes, all of them.
Nice.
I was thinking during the time of COVID, because a hospital corner is a 7-step process. And so when they're in when you have all of those emergencies during COVID, wouldn't it have been easy just to do one tuck and it's done?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, 7 steps is a lot when you're like in crisis mode.
Oh, yes.
And the convalescent homes is another place would be good.
Ladies, we intend to dominate. That sign up there says bringing bedding into the 21st century. Do you know that bedding hasn't changed in the past 66 years since the invention of the fitted sheet?
Didn't know that.
That's a great point.
The fitted sheet.
Well, we're cheering for you.
Thank you. And the fitted sheet, I'm proudly to say, was invented by a woman of color.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So in a package of my sheet sets, you've got 2 Black women that have an invention.
Amen. High five.
Yes. And I've been corresponding with the African American Museum in Washington, D.C. Our first line of bedding will be going in there.
Oh my God, that's amazing.
Yeah.
We're talking to a leader right here.
Well, it's sad that a woman that has literally touched more bodies than anybody in the world. Nobody knows who she is.
Yeah, that
And
really
she-
is sad.
Yeah, and she not only invented the fitted sheet, she invented the toothbrush holder.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, they don't spotlight people of color enough.
We're
yeah.
smart.
There's only a couple of paragraphs on her
Okay.
about her life, which is very sad.
Yeah, that's interesting. I'm glad you're bringing that up, though. You're making us aware of that.
Yeah, her name was Bertha Berman. And so that's where befitted comes in.
Oh.
Bertha, fitted.
Oh, okay. That's
Yeah.
wonderful. Great idea.
Yeah, we trademarked that name.
I love it. That's perfect.
Woman. Okay.
So we have another question. Do you think there are more pros or cons in getting married?
I'm glad I got married because I had 2 children.
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't do it again.
Okay. So that's one plus and one negative.
That's great.
I believed in marriage, and I was a good wife. But, circumstances, when you're not happy with someone, just go away. Don't stay there and make them miserable and expect them to stay there and be miserable with you.
Thank you.
Yeah. And so the night that Princess Diane died was, because she had everything and she was miserable.
Mm.
And I put myself in her place. And I just thought I wasn't going to live this. You only get one life to live.
Yep. And it's very short.
It is.
Mm-hmm.
It really is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And a lot of resentment comes with that.
True.
And a lot of anger, hate, everything.
True.
I don't hate my ex-husband. I'm thankful for him. He was a very good father.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm thankful for him. It's just that, I just don't think marriage was for me. I'm very independent. My boyfriend would tell me to have a good day, and I'd tell him, don't tell me what to do.
All right.
That's how bad it is.
That is funny.
But, I still do that,
I love
super.
Yeah.
But that's good that you're independent and you're still able to have a partner. Because a lot of the times it makes it seem like successful women or women with the education, like it's hard for us to get a partner. So your example that, yeah, you can be successful, you can be a businesswoman and you can still have a partner.
Well, my partner moved in with me in September. We've been together almost 15 years. He lived 60 miles away. So we only saw each other on the weekend, which was perfect.
Mm-hmm.
right.
But because of his age and because, he's 94.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And so we get along really good.
Okay.
He has his quarters and I have mine.
Okay.
And I have a question. Go ahead, Spice.
No, go for it.
Do you think your relationship worked with this friend of yours because you both are entrepreneurs? You think on almost the same level?
Everything about Louis, I just like. Even at 94, he has still got a sense of humor. I really enjoy being with him.
That's wonderful.
And we do have a lot in common. When we met, even though he was 80 when we met, I was 58. We remodeled his home, my home, and we did all of this work together. And we just work really good together. So when we started this company, that was a piece of cake, Everything we do is together.
Right.
Great.
He even bought us a car
Oh,
a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, awesome.
that's
Yeah,
wonderful.
He seems like a nice man.
he is.
Now we have a different question. We bounce back and forth and we're going to come back to your relationship in a little bit. What are some tips on how to gain more customers?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Networking.
Okay.
Networking. You know,
Out,
we have the ability that we never had before.
right? So-
During COVID, I started networking with people. I've been to parties with people in New Zealand, but we did it online.
Wow. Okay.
You know, you get the music going, you've got a glass of wine, but they're in New Zealand with a glass of wine and the music's going, you party.
Nice. That's
I
fun.
have networked with people all over the world. I was in London in March. I was front and center at the closing bell of the London Stock Exchange. The next day I was at the House of Parliaments and the House of Lords, and all of that was because I've been networking.
Oh, wow.
And social
Yeah.
media, fantastic.
Social media is an amazing tool. Take that from a 72-year-old lady that, you know, you had to handwrite everything or
That's true.
type. And I'm not a typist. I can't even text good because I've got 5 thumbs.
Oh, goodness.
But I do use WhatsApp.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I use it all the time because I can type with the keyboard, but I can't type on my phone. And I communicate with people all over the world.
Okay. Okay.
So networking.
Gotcha. Okay. Do you have any advice on how to prevent a divorce? Don't get married.
Yes, you. I've been napped down already. Go ahead, Ruby. Let her have it. Let her have it.
I really don't. There are people do prevent divorces. They stay miserable or they stay in a relationship that they really shouldn't be in.
Okay.
And I had a cousin, he was very different, but he told me one time, he says, you can be miserable alone.
Oh, yeah.
It's better to be miserable alone than to be with someone and be miserable.
Oh, yeah. I've been with someone and I felt like I was still alone.
Yeah,
they're not helping at all. I'm doing everything. I feel like I was by myself.
Yep.
Like,
that can happen.
Yeah, I don't like that feeling.
And I found out that you need to like yourself. I really like myself. Right. All day yesterday, I was listening to Tupac and getting on,
Uh-huh.
Oh, I love him.
Yes. Listening to his words and, it brings back old memories, but it also reminds me that I am so okay being alone.
Mm-hmm.
A
lot of women, some of them, it all comes from ourselves. We don't know this. People looking for love, like the song says, in all the wrong places. But you really find it yourself.
You want me to tell you where to find it? Match.com.
Oh, I'll pass.
Okay, so
nice.
Actually, I was engaged before Louis,
okay.
He was a multimillionaire. He died of a heart attack, but I met him on Yahoo Personals.
Oh, I haven't done Yahoo Personals.
And we were, I don't even know if it's around anymore.
I don't think so. I used to write for Yahoo and I don't think that publication is around anymore.
We were together for 3 years when he died of a heart attack.
That's horrible.
And, I thought he was my Prince Charming. And after his death, I was okay, because I had the best, I thought.
Oh, man.
And then I met Louis. When Louis asked me out, it was a challenge. Even my first boyfriend, even the other boyfriend that died, in their post, they were both looking for Caucasian women, And
wow.
so here I'm thinking, why are you looking at me if you've got in your profile you want a Caucasian woman?
Yeah.
So I thought it was kind of cool. So, I like a challenge.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, because I
Yeah.
think a lot of people would be discouraged.
Oh, no.
But yeah, you're a wonderful woman. Why wouldn't they like you? Right.
But anyways, I was with him for 3 years, and then I've been with Louis for almost 15. And I met him on Match.com.
Okay.
And when he asked me out, I just,
Match.com?
just be careful.
Yeah.
Get to know the person.
Did you have
Get
to
to know
pay for
the
your
person.
subscription, or was it free?
It was free back in those days. It's been a
Okay.
while. Yeah.
Okay.
But
Okay.
you just be careful and get to know a person before you
Hook up.
hook up. And you know what? Don't let age deter you from meeting someone, because when I met Louis, I told him I wished he was 20 years younger, and he says, yeah, I wished I was too. And you know, that kind of tore at my heart a little bit. But like I said, oh my God, he's the best friend ever. And I love being with him because he's so much fun, but he's 94 years old.
Okay, so I know that was a challenge for you because he's older now. How do you feel about younger men? Are you close? If you weren't dating your living man right now, would you be open to dating men that were younger than you?
No.
Okay. I don't blame you. They can't even afford to buy a burrito. If you guys are listening,
I know. And my boyfriend bought me a Bentley a couple of weeks ago. So,
you see,
yeah.
I'm hanging around Ruby. Ruby, does your husband have some friends?
I gotta go get my grandkids.
Ruby knows where to go to find me. Look, Dahlia looking too like Dahlia's like.
I gotta go get my grandkids outside.
Okay.
Okay, we'll just keep talking. Yeah, Ruby, I need to hang around you. You know where to go shopping for a man.
You know, I'm just.
Oh no, it's just
I don't know if it's just, I love intelligent men. And that's one thing that really I look for, and it works out. But, you know, even though they're extremely intelligent, you know, sometimes that old common sense, it's just out the window.
We hear
So
that
you have to
expression a
laugh
lot.
at that.
Okay. We hear that expression a lot.
Common sense, the difference.
Yeah. We do hear that a lot. Well, that's good to know. So I'll keep my eyes open on Match.com. Do your sheets only come in one color?
Oh no. They're all white at the moment.
Okay.
But they have different colored designs. Okay. All of the designs are embroidered. Okay. They're named after cities in Portugal. Nice. However, we're going to come out with a line that's got an African influence. I'm working with a designer as we speak.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Now, why'd you guys pick cities in Portugal?
Because actually my designer lives in Portugal.
Okay.
She was, she designed the house that Alicia Keys bought about 3 years ago for almost $23 million.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
It's called the Razor House, and it's in La Jolla.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like
so,
San Diego area.
Yeah. So she was a textile designer before, and it's a fluke how I met her. But she lives in Portugal.
Oh, wow. And
when we were coming up with designs, we wanted to have enough designs to carry us for a while. And she came up with all those different designs.
Oh my God, that is so amazing. You got like a celebrity designer.
I got a celebrity photographer too. My photographer, she brought him on too. They both live in Lisbon, Portugal. Okay. And he's actually the photographer for Elle magazine.
Nice. I know Elle magazine. Oh, wow. Oh yeah, you guys got the best of the best. It sounds like it.
You know what? You know what it's all about? Staying positive.
Okay.
Staying positive. Okay. There's a movie called The Secret. I don't know if you've ever heard about it.
I have seen The Secret. My other girlfriend.
The law of attraction. You attract into your life what you want.
Okay. I believe it.
Yeah. You know, if you think good thoughts, good things happen.
Okay. Yep.
But if you concentrate on bad things do happen to you. It's because your mindset, you're attracting it. It's the law of attraction.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna let that sink in. I hear you though. I did watch The Secret. I think I watched it like a few times.
Actually, when I need some reinforcements, I put it on and I just listen to it.
Okay.
I don't have to see it. I just listen to that reinforcement.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go out to the mailbox and there's going to be a check in there, not a bill.
Mm-hmm.
Normally it is.
Okay, I'm gonna have to watch The Secret again. But yeah, that was a good film. Where can viewers buy your products at? You said they're not coming out till
The
the
fall.
fall.
Our new website we'll be launching it the end of July.
Okay.
And our website is befittedbedding.com.
Okay. I wonder if you guys can reserve a sheet, because I know, like, certain albums and stuff, maybe you guys might want to consider that, where they could reserve a bed sheet.
Actually our biggest problem is we haven't been able to get funding.
Okay.
My partner and I have bootstrapped this entire company.
Okay.
Don't do that. Stop.
And to get an order, we need about $250,000 just for a minimum order.
Okay.
However, we're looking at pre-selling when we get our website up and running.
Okay.
We're going to pre-sell and we're going to offer something special for people who buy it in a pre-sale. We hope that you buy and
I'm sorry.
your purchase becomes part of buying stock into the company. I would like to see all of my friends and family be able to do what Bill Gates did. He made all these people rich, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, my company it's the first invention since the fitted sheet. Significant invention since the fitted sheet. We're going into $147 billion a year industry.
Okay.
And because there hasn't been a change in bedding in 66 years, we're going to be phenomenal. We will show people how easy it is to make a bed.
Okay.
And it stays put while you're sleeping. So you get up in the morning and your bed's still made, pretty much.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, that sounds amazing. And I believe in you, and all that you've done already so far proves that you can do it.
And 9 years of working on this, we have a children's line. It's Befitted Kids, and we're going to have a line for the dorm rooms also.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Oh, how small the dorm beds are?
Yeah.
I haven't been inside the dorm, but I've heard they're pretty small.
Yeah. And we've got the perfect bedding for them.
What about for futons? Because I have a couple futons. Do you ever put them on futons, or is that maybe something?
I've never tried that, but our sheet has a long tail and it has no corners. So it would tuck under real good on a futon.
Okay.
You wouldn't have to tuck the entire sheet. Yeah. It would work really good. It would actually stay put.
Okay. Well, that's something to think about. So I think we already touched on, I was going to ask, how did you meet your current partner? And you said it's on Match.com, right?
Yeah, he had enough nerve to ask me out and I had nothing better to do.
And how old was he again when he asked you out?
He was 80 and I was 58.
Okay.
So we went out to dinner and it was at a casino because I live near Reno. And after dinner, they wanted to clear the table. So we went and we sat down in the lounge. And the next thing I looked at my watch, it's 3:30 in the morning.
Oh, wow. Oh,
we talked that much. Another secret, another very, very important secret. It's somebody that you can communicate with.
Yeah. Communication.
Exactly. And you have to do things to communicate. You just can't sit around the house watching TV all the time and expect to have something that you can talk about.
True.
Louis and I have traveled the world. We've been to 40 countries.
Wow.
we started a company, and we didn't start the company until I was 60 something and he was 85. But then there comes in another thing that gives us all these things to talk about. We do all of our projects together. So we've got plenty to keep us so that we can communicate.
Yeah,
So
I like when I could do stuff with my partner. It's not like they do something, I do something separate. It's nice when you can work on something
right.
to grow a business together.
And communication is the most important thing.
Yeah, and I love that you guys are older because a lot of people, like, they get a certain age and they feel like, oh, I'm never gonna find nobody. Like, I know like 3 of my friends' parents, like, they never dated again after their first husband. I'm like, I couldn't be like 15, 20 years without dating anyone. That's horrible.
Yeah,
I don't know. Some people don't want to date too. I don't know. But
I know. But you know, when he got it all wrong, when I needed somebody, I just wanted to meet somebody to hang with, you know,
Okay.
go to movies, go to dinner.
yeah.
You know, I didn't want a boyfriend,
Okay.
you know. That's why I said, no, I don't want to get married. But he's my boyfriend now, you know,
Okay.
almost 15 years later.
Nice. See, there's hope for all of us. Although
Oh,
we've been
definitely.
waiting for
Of
like
course
5
there is.
decades. No, just waiting. We've been waiting for 5
Every
decades to find the right one. there's still hope, you
Every-
guys.
timing.
It's
Everything's
dwindling, but hey.
It
What'd you say,
is.
Delia?
huh?
What'd you say, Delia?
I think everything is just in timing.
Okay, Lord have mercy. Like half my life is over. No, just I'm just joking, you guys. I'm just joking. So if you have
You
any
never
questions,
know what's going
don't
to
forget.
happen.
Oh,
That's
I
right.
know. I've
Never,
come across that a few times in my life.
never know.
You know, just
Yes.
like that vision board. I've always had the thought that when we're born, God maps out a road for us and he keeps us on that path.
Mm.
And whether you screw up and get off of it, you know, it's your problem. But I believe that all you have to do is just positive thoughts.
Yeah.
Let things happen into your life.
Okay.
Don't push them
Right.
Okay.
because you'll end up finding a bad man.
Yeah, we've had a few of those.
My God, I'm not going to tell you his name, but people ask me, why did I divorce my husband? I said, I mean, he was a slut, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of those.
It just, there's more than women sluts. There are men too.
Amen. I know that's true. We've seen a few of them
It-
at the strippers club.
yes.
So we have a question. Should every couple get a prenup?
No.
No,
Okay.
it depends on, you know, no, if you're going to get married, I don't think you should get a prenup.
Okay.
You know, I didn't need one.
Okay.
I didn't want to get married. But I think if you get married, if you intend on having children, I think it's a good thing to get married
Okay.
and not have a prenup.
Okay.
Yeah. Unless you got a whole lot of money.
Okay.
And I don't know anybody with a lot of money.
Oh, how do you find a partner that matches your ambition? Because a lot of the time these fools are just fools and that's it.
You know, I was reading this article one time about luck.
Uh-huh.
And, you know, people will tell you, well, you're lucky. And this article says, no, you're not lucky. You make your luck.
I believe that. I really do.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So you just have to know what you want and go for it. Go after it.
No, I totally believe that. Yeah. That's true. So find someone that matches what you're looking for.
On your level.
Yes.
On your level.
Yeah.
And before I met Louis, every boyfriend, my husband, they were all Tauruses. And I'm a Scorpio.
I don't like them Tauruses.
Oh, and I'm a Scorpio. So, and I'm independent. So that's one of the reasons that after my husband, I never got married, is because I think that kind of make a difference. You fall into the same old frame of mind with the same old type of person. And I totally got away from it.
Yeah.
Nice. That's good.
Yeah.
That's a good way to do it, to navigate into a whole different path. Now, this is a funny question. How do you handle exes that contact your partner? I knew she was gonna laugh.
Oh my God. I was thinking, I told you that I left my husband because he was having an affair.
Mhm.
Well, she wasn't coming up, she couldn't help support him the way he had been supported. And he
Wow.
wanted me back.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no.
So he calls me and he says, it's time for you to come home. And I said, what do you mean?
Wow.
He says, it's time to stop playing games. I says, well, I told you when I left that the only way I'd come back is in a pine box and I'm not dead. But anyway, so he came up. He pretended he was having a heart attack or something. So my son went to pick him up to take him to his house. And he says, no, take me to your mom's.
Oh no.
So he came over here and I was stuck with him for a year.
Oh.
But he came to visit and his girlfriend called my phone one night. And she was telling me that she's in love with my husband and she's been dating him for 2 years. And I said, okay, there's a word that starts with the B. Why are you calling me? If I wanted him, I'd be there. I said, you can have him. I don't want him.
So there's a word that starts with a B.
Yeah.
For real. For real.
But yes, she called me all the time. My husband had girlfriends all the years we were together. Actually divorced him after 4 years and then stupidly remarried him 10 years later.
Oh, we have another friend who did the same thing and now she's getting divorced for the second time.
Yeah. And on our second divorce, we even went to see a marriage counselor. And the marriage counselor told me, he says, you're his crutch. And I told him when we were walking out, I says, he says, I'm your crutch. You need to fix those legs because you're not walking around me anymore. And that was it.
Like, I'm done. He's like, I'm done.
I'm done.
That's all I needed to hear. I'm out of here. Wow. That's a big, deep story.
But I still respect the fact that he was a good father.
Okay. Yeah, that's nice of you to say that.
Yeah.
And that's funny. Those women too, they really amaze me. If you're still technically married and they still want to be with a man who's still labeled as married, that's like, what are you thinking? Those are the craziest ones.
No, I divorced him twice.
Yeah. But yeah, that's
the second time I told him, I'm going to let you get to the divorce because, but it didn't happen. He wasn't going to get one.
Oh no, he's dragging his feet, huh?
Yeah, he was and dragging me down with him. So, a man can really take you down if you let him.
So true. Ask me and Delia. And ask all my girlfriends. They'll tell you they got stories. We got a lot of stories on that.
Yes.
But you have to concentrate on being good for yourself and think about how important you are.
Yeah, that's true.
You don't deserve to be treated wrong. Don't let color get into the mix either. Louis is Caucasian. It's really funny because we were totally opposite. He is a white man, 94 years old. I am a Black woman from Mississippi. Two Southern states. We're not supposed to match up, but we get along very good.
What state did you say Louis from?
Kansas City, Nebraska.
Okay. Okay. Well, that's a beautiful story if you ask me. I love how you guys worked out. You could write a story about that too.
Really?
There is a lot to write. I'm
Yeah.
just trying to get the company up and running.
Mm-hmm.
There's
So
a lot.
then I'll start with my book.
Yeah, because you definitely got an amazing story with all your family entrepreneurs. That, my God, a lot of us don't have that. Coming from a family that's focused on business. I mean, I don't know too many people that are really when I was growing up. So
You know, when it's in your, I think it was in my blood because when I divorced my husband, my father asked me to take the name back because my father and mother, they built a legacy for their children, right? But
yeah.
his wife got it all. She waited until he was 98 years old. He had dementia and a stroke, and she wiped him out. My father was a very wealthy man when he died.
Oh no. So this wasn't your mother. This was a step
No, she was not a
mom.
step. She was a woman.
Okay. Oh, okay. You know, I understand how that is because I don't claim them either sometimes. Certain people we don't claim. I get it. That's
She was
horrible.
evil.
Wait.
She was
that is
evil.
horrible. Yeah, that's horrible.
And she knew exactly
Busy.
what she was doing.
House.
Mm.
Her and her sister started a charity in LA
Mm.
for
Yeah, you-
Father's Day, just to get my dad out of town every Father's Day. So that's another reason I would never get married again because, you know, she said my dad was about 20 years older than her, and she would compare me and my boyfriend and her and my dad. And I told her, you know, I didn't marry Louis for his money.
Yeah. Yeah. But she did.
She did.
Yeah.
But, you know, money, she wasn't happy. Money don't
Yeah.
make you happy.
That's
That-
true. We've heard that a lot. I believe it.
Oh, I know. I can't wait to get some. But it's to build my company. But I tell Louis even today, you know, this is going to be a multi-billion-dollar company. And I said, what are we going to do with all that money? But I know what I'm going to do with it. I'm going to contribute to the American Cancer Society,
Nice.
Black historic colleges,
Amen.
and Black homeless.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you in advance.
Well, you know, actually, you know, we've traveled the world and we've seen some of the places that we've actually looked at what we could do to help the homeless.
That's a big issue right now.
Oh, it
Like all over the world.
It is. It is.
Now, here comes our funny question from my friend Michael Drake. He says, what are your thoughts on the Biden administration and sex trafficking of children?
Biden doesn't sex traffic children. So I don't even know how those two are together.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm going to tell you, I like Biden because you know what? It really upsets me that people are looking at his age. And my boyfriend, 94, I would put him up against any of these young studs around here when it comes to knowledge.
True. True.
And caring about people.
Okay.
Yeah.
We agree with Ruby over here, multi-billionaire. We're on Team Ruby Russell. Okay. Do people have a difficult time getting their partner out of your sheets? Is it hard to get your partner out of your sheets once they're tucked in?
Oh, no. That's the beauty of them. See, my bedding stops at the edge of the bed and it splits.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the sides are free.
Okay.
And you've got this long tail. And you just tuck that tail in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dahlia, you could jump in with any of your questions at any time. I don't mean to cut you off or anything.
No, I went in and looked at it on YouTube last night. And it was very how you designed it and how it stays, put and it doesn't move. And I think it was, it was a genius to make something like that. But leave it to a woman.
Well, like I
always
said,
wished. I wish I could be an
really,
inventor like you.
I really put a lot of thought into it.
Mm.
Especially after I lost my eyesight. I really started thinking about the blind. What if I lose my other eye? And do you know there's 258 million people in the world right now that are visually impaired? And
Right
30, really? And 39 million people are blind, totally blind.
Oh God.
But
see, God works in crazy, mysterious ways. Look.
I know. And I saw a video of a young girl getting instructions how to make her bed. She was 15. She was blind. It's her first time making a bed.
Oh.
You have to put something in the center of the bedspread, the sheet, the blanket, like a button or something so that you can tell the center. Well, my bedding, you can feel the center.
Nice.
It centers itself. And it has been named accessible beddings. You know, the accessible signs by the American Council of the Blind, handicap accessible.
Mm-hmm.
My bedding's been named accessible beddings by the American Council of the Blind.
Nice.
And just imagine if the blind can make my bed easily, how easy will it be for even a toddler can make? I've had a 2-year-old make the bed.
Oh, that's amazing.
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah, I'm really amazed at your feet.
And we're coming out with the doll bed for that 2-year-old to show them, and a book to show them how to make that bed.
that's fantastic.
And how to tuck that monster in at night before you go to bed.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah.
Super cute ideas.
Nothing but time to think about. No money.
It'll come.
I hear you about that. Promoting and all that is.
Dahlia's been going through it for the last couple weeks.
Oh, no, a year. My
Oh,
book
yeah.
is coming out in a year, and it's everybody thinks because you're an entrepreneur or I'm an author. Oh, we're rolling in money. Not yet. No.
Hey, but it's a start. It's a start. Some people don't even get that start.
That keeps me going to network.
Yeah.
I am so independent that I told my boyfriend, I took all of my savings and I put it into this company.
Yeah.
And, I'm 72, so I could live another 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
But I told him, if I had to live with one of my kids,
Oh,
I'd rather be dead.
yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm not doing.
So I said, I'm going to do this. I'm just going to do it.
Yeah.
So we've got 42 products that are ready to go to market.
Nice.
And
that's what I was gonna ask.
And that's all white. We're like I said, we are working with that same designer, and she's going to come out with some designs with an African influence. So we're going to put some real color to it.
I can't wait to see that. And I also wanted to know, are the sheets all the same texture?
Egyptian cotton.
Okay.
That's what we're starting with.
Okay.
But remember, we're a brand new company. We're starting everything from scratch.
Okay.
And if consumers have ideas as to how to make bedding easier, send me an email.
Okay.
ruby.befittedbeddings@gmail.com. Because we're innovative. We want to do this right. Right now, we have there's no way that somebody could come up with a design that's easier to make than our bed is. But like a girlfriend of mine, she says, what about the electric blanket? How can I get it to stay put? And I told him, it's simple. We can put a tail on anything
Mm,
because we've got the patent on that tail.
nice.
And that tail is also on the duvet cover. So once you put your duvet cover on, it's not going to come off until you're ready to do laundry.
Nice. Yeah, I can't wait till you blow up with all this.
This fall,
Yep. Can't wait to see your sheets.
we hope to have stuff out by September, hopefully. Keeping
Okay.
our fingers crossed.
Okay.
Keep my fingers crossed for you.
Yes.
Are your sheets
We will have something out there, but we might have a back order because if we hope we have a back order.
Busy.
Okay.
Ask me.
But you know, it's going to make great gifts. You know, you could use it as a wedding gift
True.
because it could be embroidered with the names on it.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's a good
And
idea.
on their wedding night, they can toss and turn as much as they'd like.
Right.
And they're not gonna fall off the bed.
They're going to stay put.
Might have a baby by the end of the night. No, just are the sheets waterproof? Speaking of, don't
No. No.
they might need
Get
help
some,
with
huh? No, they're not waterproof. I know there's some beddings that is waterproof.
that.
Never thought of it. But like
might
I
want to-
said,
Mhm.
we're a brand new company. We can do anything.
Okay.
We can come up with any design. If
Yeah.
you have ideas, if your audience have ideas on how to make bedding easy, let us know.
Okay. I think waterproof would be a good addition because a lot of kids, like, growing up with pee in the bed,
Yeah.
spill
Or-
stuff.
Do.
Yeah, spill stuff all the time.
I know all of my girlfriends, they hate white sheets because they like to eat in bed.
I feel you. I understand that.
But that's all I sleep on.
Okay.
Because I sleep on one side 2 nights and the other side 2 nights. And then I sleep in the center one night. And then I change my sheets because people don't realize how important their sleep is. Do you know how many? I'm not quite sure of the number today, but there are millions of people that die every year, or thousands of people that die every year of sleep deprivation. And most people don't get a good night's sleep.
No, that's very important. That's why they say a lot of people gain weight from not enough sleep. So they said, one person told me, you don't get enough sleep, then you get sick and then you die. So I guess there's truth to it then.
It pretty is much.
Mm-hmm.
Sleep is very important. And I get my 8 hours every night. So I know the secret to sleeping.
Oh my God, I don't get my 8 hours because I put too much on my plate.
Secret.
I go to bed early every night.
Like what time?
About 7 o'clock.
Okay.
I don't go to sleep. I just go to bed.
Okay.
And I normally wake up about 5 in the morning. I take a shower every night before I go to sleep.
Okay.
That's how I keep that bed clean. And it feels so good. I really enjoy my bed. That's the reason I get in it so early and stay in it.
Okay.
And I change my bed out. I change my bedroom out about every 2 months. I just change the color, the entire color scheme. You can buy lamps, throws, and pillows for less than $100. You wouldn't go out every day in the same old outfit, would you?
No.
That's true.
Then why bring a man home to the same old ugly bedroom every night?
Oh,
Especially if you're dating. My 94-year-old boyfriend, he loves to see, before he moved in with me, he would always check and see, what's my color scheme? What's different about the bedroom? Because it's so simple.
Yeah, make it exciting.
Yeah, and you can do it for less than $100.
I love it. Love it. So now we're going back to another crazy question. Why haven't you had a formal marriage with your current partner? And I think you touched on that before, but I guess we'll ask you again.
Because I love him and I don't want to make him miserable.
Okay.
I just, I'm too independent.
Okay.
And one day when we were together, he just said something that just didn't rub me right. You know, it was like he was going to put his foot down. And that's when I said no, you know.
She's like,
Don't
no,
tell me what to do.
right. Oh, okay. We got you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't tell me what to do. Yeah.
What gems did you gain from your bachelor's degree? Did you gain some gems while working on your bachelor's?
No,
No.
it was tough.
Okay.
I was in my 50s. I was going to school full time and working full time and going through a divorce.
Oh God.
So it was tough.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah. But I'm tough.
Yeah. I think a lot of women, we always have like 20 things on our plate. At least 20 things.
And
At
take
least it's
time.
not just one of us. We all got to struggle, and it sounds like it.
But one of the most important things is taking time out for yourself.
Mhm.
I do that. I actually go to the gym. That's another thing that helps me.
Mhm.
Is I
Way
go
to
and I
relieve
work
stress.
out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a good way to relieve stress.
And I listen to Tupac when
Um,
I'm
so
working
funny
out in the
because
yard.
We're all glamas that listen to Tupac. Isn't that crazy? We're all
When
the
I'm out in the
glamas that
yard,
listen to Tupac. That's he would be rolling over in the grave laughing at that.
I wish he was still here.
I know a lot of people do.
You listen to his songs. He was a good person. It's just that, like I said, God has that roadmap for all of us, and we never know when it's going to end. So what
That's
you do is you make the best of every moment,
That's true.
because sometimes, I was living alone for 25 years, so almost 25 years. So having somebody move in with me was really rough.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But I go, when I see myself getting a little bit tense, I try and step back and think, what would I do if this person's gone?
Okay. Okay. Yep. Enjoy the moments that they're here. Yeah,
Enjoy the moments. Yeah.
that's very true. Well, Della, if you have questions, go ahead and ask Ruby. I'm gonna check our social media, Facebook, because I know a lot of people might be watching, see if anyone asked any questions.
I wanted to ask you, what did you get your bachelor's in, and what was?
Business management.
Oh, business management.
Yeah.
Okay. And how long did that take you?
I went to the University of Phoenix because I felt that I was too old. Actually, when I was going to school before I left my husband. And so when I left him, I started school full time. I went for 3 solid years without even a break, not even a day break. No, I actually went to the campus here. They had a campus here in Reno at the time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So I've always wanted to get my degree. No, I take that back. I never wanted to get my degree. I just loved going to school. But then I thought I could get a promotion because I was working for the city of Reno, and they were having a lot of managers leaving, and I had been in management before. So I thought if I got my bachelor's degree, I would get a position. That was a joke. I got to the point where I said, and I had intentions of getting my master's. And I said, well, I could get my PhD and I'd still be the receptionist for the city of Reno, because every job I ever applied for, I never got.
That's what's so good to just be an entrepreneur. Then you don't have to wait for nobody to give you a job.
Well,
but I wasn't, there was this period of time that I needed a job. But after working for the city for 7 years, I found out, even though I had a bachelor's degree, I made an average of $5 less than anyone that worked in the city, even with only a high school education.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So I sued them.
Oh, good.
I won.
Yes, good for you.
I won. If you don't want to fight, then don't give me a reason to fight you.
True.
And I will fight,
And you should. I worked for the Attorney General as a civil rights compliance officer.
really.
Yeah, so hats off to you.
Oh my God. I
Prince.
went against General Telephone for almost the same thing. I just believe that.
Get the
I told my boyfriend, I said, some people, I understand why they don't fight because it's hard and it's
Yeah.
stressful and it takes a lot out of you. And so I try and help fight for people that don't have that will to fight.
No, trust me, I understand, because there's been parts of my life like should have had a sexual harassment like against hotels. But if you're just struggling to live or survive, how can you battle them if you got to keep a job, you have a kid, you're going to school, like housing? So yes, it does get difficult. So it's not always easy to fight. And sometimes you're like, you know what, I just whatever, chalk it up and then just push forward. But yeah, I'm sure there's a lot of cases that go by the wayside because we don't always have the ability to do it.
And I can understand that.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's when I say, if you don't want to fight, don't mess with me. That isn't actually the word I use. It starts with
F.
I was counting down
The F
A, B, C, D, E, F.
Right.
And it's because, my son is in corporate and he was in Japan and not really coming out and telling me. I could realize some of the things that he's going through. I see that
the internet kind of froze right there, you guys. Well,
yeah,
hopefully
you
she
are
comes
frozen.
back in. It froze for a second, Ruby. Can you say that again? My internet connection is unstable. Can you repeat that again for us?
I know what I've gone through working in corporate and my son, and I've seen my daughter go through the same thing. And so that's one of the other reasons I want to build a company. Because I'm a senior, my partner's a senior, we're going to hire as many seniors as we can.
That's wonderful.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And so we've got it all figured out. We're just hanging in there for money. I've got some appointment with some investors. But if you guys know of anybody, if we could figure out how we could keep from getting investors and getting a ton of investors. Let's say you purchase our product and we'll give you 20% off. You can take that discount and not take it, reinvest it in the company. And after 5 years, you can take your money and run, or you can reinvest it. So I'm trying everything I can to build Black wealth.
Amen.
And one of the reasons I'm fighting so hard is because my mom and dad were millionaires. And we got nothing, practically. And the only reason we got
It's the
something
story of a
is
lot of
because
people.
the only reason
I meet a lot of musicians that the musicians had a whole bunch of money and then now they have nothing.
Yeah. Since I started this company, I have this saying that there are people out there, they'd rather screw you out of a nickel today than to make an honest dime tomorrow. We have been taken so many times.
Oh no, that's horrible.
I'm learning now, it's part of being an entrepreneur. You're going to have bumps in the road.
That's
But
yeah,
it's life. But you just don't give up. You go back after it. I was offered $5 million for my company at one time. And then another time I was asked if we would take a serious offer. That was during COVID. And I told my boyfriend, I said, what if they offered us $10 million? I go, what would we do? We can't go no place because of COVID. We've been every place we want to go. And I said, no, I'm going to stay and stick this out. And I want to help build Black wealth, but I don't know exactly how to get it done.
Mm. You should offer classes. That's a thing right now. Entrepreneur classes, instructor classes.
I'm senior, 72 years old.
Mhm.
I'm building this company. So, I spend time like this networking and trying to learn more. I take classes,
Okay.
I
But
still take classes.
But I think you're great to be an instructor because your family, you have the experience, and your partner, your male partner, he's experienced as well. So you're perfectly capable of being an instructor and charging people for class. And a
Mm.
lot of people are going that route right now. That might be a good way to make some money for your company.
It'd take a lot of energy to get out there and do that. And I have another passion, my yard.
Okay.
I'm an avid gardener,
Okay.
So if you ever see my Facebook page, you'll see my yard.
Okay. Well, we'll
I
definitely
spent
follow
20
up.
years. It's the most colorful yard. It's like walking into Disneyland. Lots of color.
Love it. We
Yeah.
definitely got to check out your Facebook. Is it the
Yes.
same? Is it under your name, Ruby Russell? Or
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. And you'll
Okay.
see my boyfriend, Louis.
Oh,
But
Yeah.
friend,
But like I said, when I purchased my house, there was no landscaping, and I planted every plant and brought in every brick,
I love it.
Yeah,
I love how you decorate your home and outside with the plant.
Oh,
You're
and then
really inspirational. You're really inspirational in a lot of different areas.
that's one of the things that I want us to be. Let me put it this way. When I used to live in California, there was a gentleman that lived around the corner that I had to pass his house every morning. He retired and he sat out on that porch for 2 months and he died. If you want to live, you got to stay active.
yes.
Yep, stay in motion. That's what they say.
Yeah, definitely. And use that brain. Learn the computers. Louis is better on the computer than I am.
Wow.
He does Photoshop. As a matter of fact, every design that we've made, he did the design. I come up with the ideas. He puts them on paper.
That's wonderful.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is amazing. Like, both of you guys are so inspirational.
Well,
We're like, we need to step it up after listening to these two. We need to step it up. Everyone who's watching.
You have such a positive attitude, so that's good. And the secret, whether or not you abide by it, but it. And that's cool. The law of attraction.
Mm-hmm.
And really, I've got that $1 million bill up on my refrigerator.
Okay.
You have to
put one up there.
Huh?
I need to put one on my refrigerator too. I need to put $1 million bill. I need $1 billion. I'm going for billion. Let's go for billionaires.
I know. That's what Louis said one day.
Get
He
some
told me,
billions going.
what are you going to do when you become a millionaire? I said, you serious? You mean billionaire?
Yes.
I don't know what I'm going to do because I don't need anything. That's the art of positive thoughts and being okay and really concentrating on you. I don't need money to make me happy. I don't need a man to make me happy.
Amen.
Mm-hmm.
Because I can get out in my backyard and play Tupac and I'm totally happy.
Tupac. That's so funny. She loves to hear some Tupac. I love it.
No, I like all music.
I looked on our comments. Most of them hit the like button. Like, a lot of them gave us like thumbs up and hearts. But no one left comments as of yet. Or sometimes I don't see them till later. But it seems like they're enjoying watching our interview because they're putting a lot of hearts down there. So that's good. They're watching us. Sure.
How do I get to see this?
It's going to be on YouTube. After we get off of here, it's going directly to YouTube. It'll be on my Facebook page. It'll probably be on LinkedIn too. So I'll inbox you the link, but yeah, it will be on my YouTube channel. Hopefully you subscribe over there to our channel.
I haven't seen your channel. I will, definitely.
Okay.
I got you
Delia,
on LinkedIn.
Okay. Delia, do you have any more questions for Ruby?
No, I don't. I just want to say it was a pleasure meeting you, and I learned a lot just from talking to you and hearing you, about your wonderful journey. And I understand about sitting back and waiting, my book, so many people come at us, and it's usually, if it's too good to be true, it's a scam, it's too true a lot of times. So I'm glad that, like you say, we just have to be careful,
Yeah, most definitely. They killed the man who created the camera. You guys know that the camera person came up missing and someone else stole the idea. So yes, if you got an idea that's going to make like millions or billions of dollars, yeah, you better guard whatever you guys got.
Get a patent.
Yeah. Yes, most definitely.
That has become so important because I've actually had 2 companies tweak my design, but they didn't. You can't tweak it and make it work as well as the one that I did. So
okay, good.
They fell out.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Thank goodness. Now,
I'm not worried.
That's good. Now, where can people, our viewers, where can they find you at or get in touch with you?
I'm on all social media under Befitted Bedding.
Okay.
Or under Ruby Russell.
Okay.
And tell them to send me an email at ruby.befittedbeddings@gmail.com. And I'll give them a certificate for 20% off of our first order.
Wow.
Yay!
And they can take that 20% and run with it, or they can take that 20% and invest it in the company. And after 5 years, I hope they'll be rich because, like I said, it's $147 billion a year company, and we're the first out there with something different. We're bringing bedding into the 21st century.
Do we know what the prices are looking like? If that we
should
contribute?
That's another thing I need to talk to you about, because if you go to my website, you're going to have a sticker shock because the prices are fairly high. But we have 2 brands. Remember, we have StayPut, which is the sheet.
Right.
Okay.
Befitted is my patent for the duvet cover.
Okay.
So StayPut is the one that's going to be going into the hospital, hospitality, cruise ships, you name it.
Nice.
Befitted is high end.
Okay.
And that's your luxury brand.
Okay.
But StayPut, we'll even be selling StayPut at Kmart and Costco's.
Nice.
It's still going to be luxury bedding, and our prices are going to be a little bit higher than the traditional sheet, but you're getting the best you can sleep on, which is Egyptian cotton for now, but we will expand out. And you've got good bedding that will last you. If you take care of it, it can last you forever. I have a set of sheets. When I was pregnant with my daughter, I bought 4 sets of sheets. They were only 250 thread count. You know, people talking about 1,800 thread count, that's a bunch of farce. But I bought these sheets. I still have the top sheets, the pillowcases. My daughter's 42.
Wow.
You buy good bedding, you take care of it.
Okay.
You don't use bleach, you use non-chlorine bleach.
Okay.
And it'll last you for years. But if you buy cheap bedding, you're going to be buying bedding every year. And it's not that comfortable to sleep on. There's a lot of it. You got those little piles in there.
No, I totally believe in paying me what I deserve. We have been underpaid for a long time. Pay us what we're worth. I tell
yes.
We
invest in your sleep.
Time. Yes.
invest in your sleep. At least if you don't have a man in that bed, at least you'll enjoy the bedding.
Yes, that's true.
As a matter of fact, you enjoy it more.
It's going to be a lot. It's going to be around a lot longer than most of these fools.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Any more questions, Delia? Ruby, do you have
No.
any questions for us?
Ladies, it's been a real pleasure. Thank you so much for the invitation.
Thank you. This is such a joy to meet you and to
Yes.
listen to your story. I'm like, you and your partner truly are inspirational. And I
Thank
could just
you.
imagine your children. I'm sure they're just as amazing as you are.
They're pretty cool. They're 2nd and 3rd degree black belts.
Oh, I told you. They
Don't
get
miss
it from
it.
their mama and their dad.
Well, that was another thing too. I owned a karate studio. I started a karate studio when my kids, their instructor got on drugs. They had no place to go.
Wow.
So I started a karate studio. We graduated 40 black belts before my kids went off to college.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
You are truly amazing. I mean, that's a great mom. You didn't let that deter you. You're like, I'll create my own business and
Yeah.
make sure. That's amazing feats. Like everything you've done has just been truly amazing and remarkable. Hats off to you, Ruby.
And I live by, you only have one life to live.
So true.
Yes. Yeah.
And you can either make it heaven or hell.
Okay.
It's left up to you. It really
It's
is.
true. It really is. I believe that. I
Yeah.
believe, yeah, you can make your life the way you want it to be.
Exactly.
Yep. I really
And
believe
it's
that.
not so bad being alone. You can be miserable alone, but you can also be happy alone.
True. Very true.
And don't get into a bad relationship.
At
Okay.
all.
Run.
At all.
Run away.
I know. Thank you, ladies, so much.
Thank
No,
you.
thank you.
Nice meeting
Have
you.
a nice night, and
Nice
I will
meeting
definitely
you
inbox
too.
you the link.
Okay, thank you so much. Bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Thank you, Delia, too.
Okay.
Yes, Delia,
Thank you,
thank you.
everyone who watched.
Delia, I'm going to email you because I
Okay.
need to get, I want to talk to you.
Please do.
Spice, thank you so much.
Bye. Thank you, Miss Spice.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Spice is frozen.
Oh,
I know we're all frozen, but okay. So she's going to email you, Delia.
okay, honey. That
All
was
right. Thank you, everyone, for watching and participating. Yeah, that was fun. I'm going to end it right now.
okay, honey. Bye.